Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Almost Football, brought to you by FanDuel, the number one place to bet on sports right now. We have a bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bracket, and it's an official one. Whether you like it or not, this is the official college football playoff bracket is here. And I'm just going to say it's not nearly as exciting as bracket reveal day for March Madness. It's not nearly as fun. It's got just as much complaining, if not way more, but it's the sense of we have a bracket for March Madness. I look at like when that bracket comes out and I print it out and I hold it in my hands, I want to frame it in my house. Like at that point, I'm like, I have a perfect bracket. This thing is incredible. I am visualizing all the greatness that's about to happen. I'm picturing the upsets, the buzzer beaters, which we haven't had in 3 years, but it's okay. The college football playoff bracket, it's fun, but especially this one, I'm like, it's just, we knew basically what was going to happen. And I feel like I know what's going to happen in most of these games. Is that fair?
Very fair.
Absolutely. Grant, did you print this one out?
No.
Did it make it to the printer?
Should it be printed out? Maybe drawn?
I don't know. Ooh.
You could draw
a hand drawn.
Should be painted potentially. Yeah. You might be, for the listener out there, and if you don't tune in on YouTube, you might be wondering whose voice that is that you're hearing. And that's actually Joey has officially fixed his mic after a month.
It took a month, guys, but I got the right cord, and I did it 20 minutes before the show.
Yeah,
so nice.
You almost forgot again. Very good.
Almost forgot, but we got it.
But we're happy that we can hear Joey now. We're pleased and excited. Zach is once again coming to us from the La Quinta out here in Texas. He's in a hotel traveling, but he's here, and we appreciate him being here.
You guys need a studio.
We could stew it out here.
Yeah, we could.
Travel stew.
At some point, though, it's just easier to edit these if it's just online. I'll be honest. Like like instead of mixing all the audio, we can talk about that on a different podcast. But we have a bracket. After a fun, I'll say I had fun with championship weekend. You know, some people chose to complain about some of the games not being close or that their team did. And I enjoyed all the games. I don't care if BYU got blown out in the second half. It was kind of an entertaining collapse. Like watching Bear Bachmeier throw it to the same linebacker 4 drives in a row was kind of entertaining. I'll just be honest about it. I enjoyed it. And even like Georgia's just slow dominance of Alabama, I thought it was entertaining. Like I did not sit around at all being like I was bored of these games. Is that also fair to say?
The night games were fantastic also. Drama all over the place.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, the ACC championship, the Big Ten championship. Here is did we even though expanded playoff, the championship games still matter, but let's just be honest, they don't matter as much. The ACC championship it kind of more felt like I was watching like weeknight TV, where it's like the stakes are still there. Like, okay, it's overtime. It still matters, but it didn't feel like even last year with Clemson SMU, where, you know, SMU comes and ties the game up and then Clemson's got to go kick a field goal. Like that felt like it had real stakes to it. But even like if Virginia won, they were going to be in no matter what. But it just felt like it was like we're just watching this for fun. Is that
Grant? I thought we were James Madison Duke's fans.
We are, but I've assumed JMU was getting in for 2 weeks. Like I didn't even consider another possibility.
They could not have. Virginia won.
Yeah, they could not have, but they didn't. We have the bracket anyway. Now we're here. You're hearing this on Tuesday. You've probably heard every single opinion possible about this bracket, right? You've probably heard every single complaint about how the committee's doing this wrong, about what the committee got right. You've heard from BYU fans being upset. You've heard from Notre Dame fans being upset. You've heard from Alabama fans somehow being upset. I understand all that. I want to try and have original takes on this, but a lot of it's going to seem kind of repeated, I guess. Unless you guys have like a exactly brainiac take that you have like, I crunched the numbers and Oregon was robbed of the 1 seed somehow. Like, did you guys find something like that? No.
Is it a crazy take to say I think they got it right?
I think
Can we
say that I think they got it right?
Can we take the side of the committee and say they got it right? I think you can.
Yeah, that's mine.
I think they got it right. The process of getting there is stupid.
Yes. Now, let me be the very first to take the side of the committee in this sense. And I want to explain kind of the thing with the committee. Because I'm thinking about this today a little bit. The college football committee. A lot of people on Sunday are saying, hey, you know what? It's the argument with Notre Dame Miami was what was really going on a lot this week. And people are saying, well, if there was just one reveal at the end of the season, like this was the first official playoff poll that we got, no one would have been mad. Like it would have been totally fine. But you got to understand the way college football works. It's like the Joker and Batman. I don't like the playoff committee. I don't like them. I don't like a lot of the decisions they make. I need them. I need things to complain about throughout the season. Like we need things to talk about. Like I don't like the AP voters at all. I don't like any of the polls that they make. I say all the time or whatever, it's like, why do they even do this? Whatever. They're not watching the games. If they took away the AP poll, I'd miss it. I'd miss it. I like looking at the ridiculousness of it on Monday and being able to have someone to complain about so that I can, like college football fans like to think it's good to have someone to complain about because it makes you feel like you have the right answer. Right. And then I come on here and I, if you spend enough time in front of a microphone, you guys all know this as well, but like if you're just here enough, you will say something very dumb at some point that just blows up in your face, or that was dumb in the moment. It didn't even take long to completely blow up, but being able to complain about things is good. We have to let the committee do these kind of things and let it play out. So I don't think having one poll solves anything. Now, I do like the idea of just the thrill.
No one knows.
Like the thrill. Could you imagine the thrill of just no rankings the whole season?
I love that. And then
that all idea. Of a sudden, Tulane discovers they're in.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Like, and that would be thrilling. It's always I can't remember. I think it was like an old Dave Portnoy tweet actually, from one of the presidential elections in the past like 10 years or whatnot, where he was like, they should just not announce who wins any of the states all night. And then just at 10 a.m. the next day, just one guy reads them all off in alphabetical order. And it's just over. Like there's no tracking. You have no clue where any of the votes go. We have no clue, like having no idea where any of these teams are. You could have an idea. It's like, okay, where are they going to put 13-0 Indiana? Probably number one. But you could be sitting around, like if you're Ole Miss or A&M, even Ohio State after that game, if you're Oregon, being like, we have no clue where we're going to be. Like that
Texas, Vandy.
Texas,
you might have a hope. Yeah.
You're assuming you're Notre Dame. You're assuming you're in. It would be interesting.
But I think if you did it like in the basketball committee, Notre Dame would have never thought they were getting in because the team that like literally they're side by side with, they got smoked by. And the fact that like they have been in and in and in for weeks, and then it got down to like we've talked about on here, like you cannot put Notre Dame in over Miami because then literally every single AD this morning would have called any other Power 5 team that they played, like, yeah, you're not on our schedule anymore. And then every single AD would have called, Aberdeen Christian down the street, or they would have called Mercer, and that's who you would have loaded your schedule up because the committee just said, well, head-to-heads don't matter.
Sure.
And so that's the problem I had. I think they got it right, and I'm all for not having have the AP poll, have the coaches poll. We don't need this selection show every Tuesday night. We don't it. Just I don't like it. I know it's something for us to talk about now that we switched our schedule. We don't even talk about it a lot anymore because we talk about the games from Saturday, and then the next Saturday we don't get to talk about the rankings on Tuesday. I think it's ridiculous. It's an hour of content. I get why they do it, but I think it was so contradictory And now we're arguing over something that like they got it right. Like you
Yeah.
knew what the criteria were for the Power 5
Mhm.
or for the group of 5 teams. That checked the box. So like James Madison's still waiting, even if you don't have a rankings, thinking, are they actually going to put us in? Are they
Sure.
going to stick to those rules? Like, I just the only part that I'm like not happy about is one. I think BY I think if anything, Miami shouldn't have been in. BYU should have been in just because they had to play in the conference
Okay.
championship.
Fair.
That'd be the only take from that. Just because the ACC was so bad.
Mhm.
I think the one thing I would have done if I was committee is just punish the ACC as a whole. And
Okay.
just be like, guys, that's terrible. But that'd be the only takeaway. I think everything else they got right.
What is crazy about the Miami is that I don't think it's a non-zero chance. Like they can beat A&M.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of the discussion of this season has just been how bad is the ACC. We put in a team that couldn't even win the ACC.
Yeah, couldn't
And
even
I'm
get to the
saying
championship.
couldn't even
Over
get to the
7-5
championship.
seed.
But I'm looking at this bracket. I'm like, I see. I don't know if I'm gonna go out on the limb right now and say it, but like, if you told me Miami wins, goes to College Station and wins, I wouldn't be like that's impossible. There's more impossible feats on this bracket to accomplish. There's definitely that. And I know I just defended the committee too, but to go off your point, Zach, and I can't believe I'm like sick to my stomach saying this, to defend Notre Dame.
Oh boy.
And so this morning, the Notre Dame athletic director goes on like FS1, the Barstool FS1 show I saw. And this is, by the way, this is like the state of journalism, the state of media in 2025 is like if AD's first statement. It's on Wake Up with Barstool on FS1.
I do
kind
think
of.
he was on Dan Patrick before that. Just
Okay.
from
Well, this is
journalism
the first. This is the first I
Yes.
saw. Yeah, this is what you come to Almost Football for journalistic integrity. That's what people do here. But it's kind of funny. Like he did explain he was very honest at his point of like, yeah, like valuing it head to head makes total sense. Our gripe was just that they told us they weren't going to all season.
Yes.
And then so we assumed we were good. And then without either of us playing, they put in Miami anyway. So I do kind of understand the gripe there of like, well, neither of us played. We were good last week. And then now Miami jumped it. And I guess this is maybe my biggest complaint of the playoff committee is that, and I don't even know how to fix it because they kind of have to do it, is that the criteria changes every year. It kind of feels like of how they rank the teams. And I don't think it almost has to because every year is different. And I don't know if the ACC is going to implode every year like this. So you do have to kind of change how you evaluate these teams, right? They said that they weren't going to consider head to head unless they were closely like rated on their system together, which I don't know how, like they had the same record for, I don't know, like 6 weeks in a row. So I don't know when they were going to put them close to each other. It felt like that would have been a month and a half ago when we started having this conversation, but okay. Like that just doesn't make sense. Like head to head should just matter no matter what.
Yep.
Not if you're close on the rankings. So, and I do get, but I was like sick to my stomach this morning being like, yeah, I think that Notre Dame AD is kind of right. I'll be honest.
He is, but
Mhm.
it just sucks because it just say he's got Notre Dame attached to it. Like Notre Dame played the two biggest games they played all year. They got beat.
Mm-hmm.
I that's to take consideration.
Yeah.
I do, as much as I love James Madison. That's where like some of my best friends go. I think it's a great story. I do think there's a way better chance that they get the absolute breaks beat off of them at Oregon than there is a chance that they're like, this is a really good football game. And I think that it weighs on some things. That's a great program. They've been pumping. That's where Cignetti's from. That their coach leaves. It's fascinating what they are able to do. But they're not a top 12 team. And I think and neither is Tulane. And I think that causes issues, especially this year when you have very legitimate, like you don't have 12 teams that can win, but like if you have a Vanderbilt in, or you have a Notre Dame, or you have a Texas, that's kind of a loaded 12. And I think it's more like, for me, it's more disappointing about like how bad the ACC is, and I think it's just how we're doing conferences now has kind of ruined this 12 aspect of it.
Sure.
And then also too, like, it's just going. I'm not I love James Madison, but I'm really gonna hate to see like they got to go to. They played one Power 4 team this year in Louisville and got beat. Tulane played one Power 4 team and got steamrolled. They're the same one.
I mean, I don't know. Tulane, you're forgetting, beat the ACC champion Duke.
I know.
So they do have Power 4 win over a champion. I don't know how many actually 5 other teams can say that about Duke as well. So maybe it's not the best argument of all time. Like, I don't know. I guess we're only a couple games away from putting UConn in, I guess, at that point. But let's backpedal then a little bit and talk about the G5 thing, because that's been a big part of the debate too. As much as it was Miami, Notre Dame, the G5 has come up, and this might not be surprising, as I feel like I'm the G5 defender always. I don't think it's JMU should apologize for nothing. They won their conference.
Zero. Absolutely.
Like, they should not feel bad, and they should 100%, like, they earned being here. They followed, like, these are the rules. They 100% earned being there. I also don't think, like, everyone wants to change the format of it now, just because this 1 year. Like, the ACC is not very good this year. Do you realistically think that a 7-5 team is going to win the ACC every single year?
I agree with you.
Like, I don't think it requires changing right now.
Correct.
Like, I just don't. I think you can have off years. Like, we only have 2 years of this as a system so far. We only really have, like, when was the first playoff was in 2014 or 2013? Like, we don't really have that much, like, sourced out data to be like this. A lot of this stuff just doesn't work.
The first 2 years were complete opposite years too, like in terms of how it played out.
Exactly.
Playoffs, right.
Yes. So I don't know if it's necessarily like cause for concern, like, oh, we have to change everything up already. And I think there's a decent chance they do. I just don't know if it's necessarily 100% fair. Like, I would expect next year, like, the ACC champion, I would expect to get in. We're at 1 game away from Miami just winning the ACC anyway, and this not even being a discussion, right? And then Notre Dame probably gets in too. And none of this is a debacle, but like I don't know if changing all the format is necessary for what seemed like a very rare occurrence. And I don't know if, again, too, like, shoving the G5 into a separate division all of a sudden, like, separate from, like, FCS, but not good enough for the playoff is necessarily the best answer either. And yeah, I understand that Tulane's roster and their NIL and their strength of schedule and strength of record is so different than playing in the SEC or playing in the Big Ten or playing in the Big 12 for that matter. I would throw in the ACC, but I mean, we've seen the result, guys. I don't know if that's necessarily 100%.
Don't kick them. Don't kick them while they're down.
100% true right now, if we're just being honest. But I think my point still stands of, like, I don't know if it's necessarily like participation trophy level. Like, some people are making it. Do I think Texas can be mad because they played harder schedules and are probably better than both these teams? Sure, 100%. But this is just the system we have, and I think getting rid of it too. Like, there's multiple years in recent history where we had G5 teams that were incredibly competitive.
Boise State was a legit playoff team last year.
Cincinnati was in the top 4 5 years ago, and now we're going to throw all of them out?
Yeah, I mean, Boise State was seeded wrong last year, and I like how we changed the seed, but, like, Boise State, they were a legit playoff team. I mean, that was a really good Penn State game. So I'm right there with you. I agree with you on that, Grant.
And again, like, maybe there's a way to do it where the G5 teams have to meet a certain criteria in order to qualify for the playoff. I would hear that out, but just I don't like the idea where we're just shoving them into, like, people want to make, like, oh, it's another division we're just making. Like, I don't think that's very fair either. And I don't know, like, upsets happen too. Like, do I expect them to happen here? No, but, like, I don't know. Notre Dame lost to NIU last year, and they also played in the championship. So, are the stakes different in week 2 than the first round of the playoff? 100%. But, like, I just think back all the time too to that the Cotton Bowl not that long ago where Tulane went and beat USC with Caleb Williams. You know, like, that was really
USC.
I mean, they won by like 3, but
was it? I thought it was a little bit bigger than that.
I mean, there was
a million points in that game, but
yeah, I mean, I think they had a 15-point comeback in the last minute, 30, but it's but the point is that they won. The point I'm trying to make is that, yeah, I kind of expect Tulane and JMU to get smoked, but I'm I'm gonna defend the G5 teams. Like I think they deserve at least one seat at the table. And I could also totally understand why Texas is mad though. Let's just say I'm playing both sides so that either way I come out on top.
I like
Oh
it.
boy, true journalism.
What's the quote in The Office? He's like, I do know how to sit on a fence perfectly. I put my mouth in the fence post or whatever, so I can perfectly balance. It's like something like that.
So what would be the one, like, if you have one change right now, just on the concept of like the playoffs, the seeding, how the like, just what would be your one change?
I'll be honest, this isn't original at all. I saw Gruden make a video of how he would do the playoffs, and I loved it.
I saw that too. He did a great job.
Yeah. I thought it made a ton of sense. I thought it looked really exciting to watch. And yeah, I think it should be somewhat implemented. Now,
Was it? I haven't seen it.
To explain it, it's still a 12-team playoff, but you have the basically like if you play in the conference championship, you're good, right? Or I think what was it, just like the 4 highest conference championships? I don't know. Basically, he's adding in like he makes it a 16-team playoff essentially, but
with some plans, right?
But like Vandy is playing Ole Miss Saturday, like this weekend.
Okay.
Like he's turning all the seeds 5 through 16 are all playing each other right now. Like they play each other on conference championship Saturday, and they're up for elimination. Like they're playing to be in the playoff. Like Miami is playing Notre Dame to be in the playoff again, or something like that, right? Joey, I don't know if you have a.
Yeah, no, that's correct.
Does this sound like it? Okay, and then you're playing for red to be in. So it's still the 12 team, right? You're earning your spots in, but there's more play-ins, and then like the conference champions are safe. They still get the reward of being the conference championship. Like I think that's fine. And I'm honestly, I'm all for settling on the field. Like I thought Miami won all their arguments on the field to be in. I'm totally okay with if Vandy beat Oklahoma this weekend for Vanderbilt to be in. Like that's totally fine with me. Like if that's how it all worked. Like if it meant like if Oregon hosted Texas this weekend and then Texas beat them to be in the playoff, like, yeah, I'm sorry. That's just how the system works. That's a game like Oregon probably should win, but if you don't win, like Texas earned it on the field.
You're not a national championship at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. So I love, you can go to Gruden's video. He probably explains it more, but I thought that was perfect. And also I think there needs to be some kind of, I'm not saying bring like the entire BCS model back, but there needs to, I think there needs to be some kind of like consistent math. Like I don't even know if it needs to be a math equation because the BCS had like human polls in it. I feel like people forget about that all the time, but they bring in some kind of consistent standard where a Notre Dame doesn't have the ability to complain that Miami jumped them without both of them playing, like there just needs to be some more formality in it, I guess.
Can I throw a wrench in there?
Sure.
I'm not saying I agree with this take or that I think it should happen, but it'd be interesting if we started doing like a relegation program
for like, making the playoffs.
No, for conferences.
Oh, okay.
Send Kentucky to Conference USA.
Okay, there
Bring
we go.
some guys up.
Yeah.
Northwestern goes to the MAC.
I've always liked the idea of the relegation. It works in soccer really well.
It does.
It works real well.
But just if
you're someone who's at the bottom of their conference, so
if you think the Kentuckys of the world though are going to accept relegation for playing in the SEC,
it'll never
or like
happen.
Northwestern, like something bad's going to happen there. Like Kentucky there's probably Kentucky fans making their case for the playoff right now. And then you tell them all of a sudden that next year they're in Conference USA, it's not going to go over great. I like the idea though.
If we replayed this season, Auburn's in the playoff.
Yeah, you could. We don't have any way to disprove that, I guess.
Right. Yeah,
I do still. I mean, I don't know if I could do another 3 weeks of cocky Joey. That was just.
You love come on.
Cocky Joey is the worst. that is
that Baylor win. Woo!
Cocky Joey is insufferable at the beginning of the season.
It's gonna happen again this year too.
I've never seen someone obsess over FPI rankings more than first 3 weeks of the season. Joey. Yeah, I saw you were rubbing them in my face. You were like, "Oh, where's Iowa?" We haven't talked about FBI in 2 months, but mind you, who's paying your bills right now? FanDuel, of course, as well. Do we want to talk about some of the other stuff though? Like, I like that the Big Ten championship. Indiana wins. Ohio State needs to stop kicking field goals at the end of games because it's just not gone well. It feels like ever. I can think of multiple against Michigan. I can think of the game against Georgia. I can think about Will Howard trying to get to a field goal and it still didn't work. There's just a lot. There's a lot of missed opportunities on Ohio State field goals. They got to just go score touchdowns. Even I think too on that fourth down, like I go win the game, just go score. I almost think going for it's the move there a little bit. And as much as it's like, okay, tie it up, like part of me is like, play aggressive. I don't know. And hey, it's easier for me to say yes because they didn't try it and they missed the field goal. Like of course I look like a genius.
Well, they went for it on the previous fourth down in the red zone.
They also didn't get that either. Yeah,
they didn't get that.
Stuffed.
I thought they should have kicked a field goal. And that's
fair. Point and counterpoint. But also, this game felt a lot like the game versus Oregon earlier in the season for Indiana to me, where despite when Indiana would be down at times to Oregon, it kind of was like, it feels weird to admit this because they're wearing Indiana uniforms, but I think Indiana's just the better team right now.
Dude, that's
like
fascinating.
It was
man.
Like I was like, if they were wearing Michigan jerseys right now, I don't think anyone would be like concerned. I don't think like it's crazy. And they've been doing this for 2 years now. So I don't know why we're still surprised by it, but I'm looking at Indiana being this
just feels wrong.
The easily most dominant team now this season. As soon as it was clear that Ohio State wasn't going to be able to just Ohio State this game, I was like, Indiana's probably going to win.
Yeah.
Not that Ohio State was incapable of winning this game. Not that I don't think Ohio State can still totally win the national championship. Frankly, I think you're probably getting great odds on them now. And I say great, it's like 2-1 instead of minus 100 now or whatever it is. But they we can sit here and talk about how impressive this Indiana thing is, and it's still not enough credit to it.
No.
But I also think I appreciate that there was a lot of people saying that they might drop Ohio State to 3 or 4, which I don't know if it would have been the biggest deal of all time, but I appreciate that they just kept them at 2. Because I still think Ohio State, I do think Ohio State has been more impressive than every other team except for Indiana this year.
Those are the 2 best teams in the country. Like watching that game, Ohio State's looked so good all year, and then you were right. When it just kept being 10-3, and then was 10-6, and it just kept being that score. I thought the same thing. I was like, Indiana's about to win this game.
Yeah,
and they did. And there's no argument that they're the number 1 seed going into this, and have a legit chance to win a national championship.
Yeah. The defense looked incredible, and the offense too. It kind of, I don't think it's as. Look, they have flashy games where, they beat Purdue by 58, but it's not, I don't know, Surratt is an incredible receiver. Mendoza is now, I think, on the FanDuel app, he's, I think, minus 2,500 to win the Heisman now. So except for, don't be confused that Diego Pavia won the on-3 Heisman. So some are saying it could shift the odds massively that he won.
Some might say that's more prestigious.
We've heard it be put out there. So there's that, but he's incredible out there as well. They're not, they're just, and maybe it's just because Mendoza is literally, it's like a team just put together by just, it feels like a team put together by engineering majors. And I know they're rivals to the engineering school, but that's what Indiana football screams right now. It's just efficient, dominant, meticulous. And I don't know what's going to take to beat them. I'll be honest.
That's crazy to say.
I don't know what's going to say.
What's funny too? The second play of the game, Fernando Mendoza goes down. And I'm like, oh, there goes their entire shot. They reloaded with another Mendoza. Yeah,
he's got the brother Mendoza.
Yeah.
Well, he was
Alberto Mendoza.
Well, that was the thing going on earlier this year was Alberto would come in with 8 minutes left in the fourth, and everyone on Twitter is getting on. They're like, "Oh, they're stat padding for Fernando's Heisman." It's actually Fernando hasn't had his helmet for 45 minutes. They're 2 different guys.
Just reload with another Mendoza.
Yeah, I do think Do you guys have a gripe with Mendoza probably having the Heisman now?
No.
I don't think.
No, I think he deserved it.
I think he
Really
outplayed
can't.
Sand. I mean, he basically played perfectly the first 5 weeks of the season statistically, and he's done everything. He's had multiple game-winning moments, like the one against Iowa, right in my face. Fortunately, the drive against Penn State, and now this game against Ohio State. I'm totally fine with him moving. I'll add this as well. I don't have as much of a problem with the post-game interview as everyone else did.
I was going to say, did the interview drop his odds at all? I thought it was hilarious. I didn't
I
mind it at all.
Right.
I did not.
Right.
I was surprised when everyone was like, "Oh yeah, that was ridiculous." Yeah. He's also he's been doing this. He's been doing this for 2 years. Like go look at the interview he has against Cal when they beat Stanford on a 99-yard game-win drive to go 6-6. He does a post-game interview where he's just screaming about like, I'm going to remember this about being with my brothers. Great all this is. Like it. I'm going to see if I can pull it up. But he does. He's been doing this forever, and I don't know why everyone was stunned all of a sudden that like 2 weeks ago he's talking the exact same way with Urban Meyer, and it was like he's the smartest guy in the world. And now he does it. He says like, let's flip and go or whatever. Like he's Phillip Rivers, and everyone's coming after him. I don't understand it.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
I thought it was funny, man. The voice cracking and
he's always been like that. Though. Here's the
he's crying.
Here's the Fernando Mendoza interview after beating Cal 24-21. This is to go 6-6. Correct.
First of all, I want to give all the glory to God. That was an amazing comeback. It's a testament how tough we are as a team. I love my boys. It's amazing. I'm so proud of everyone's team. We're 6-6. We're ball bound, and we retain the axe. Go Bears forever. Let's go.
You are so emotional right now, Fernando.
See, he's always done this.
What's bringing out these emotions for you?
We worked so hard. We worked so hard for this. I thought I'd never get emotional, but it's so hard. As an offense, we've done everything that we possibly could have throughout the summer to be down, having a close game.
How is this any different? Like, why?
Look around at these fans in this moment. What will you remember most?
Okay,
if you're,
I remember going 98 yards with my boys.
I remember going 98 yards with my boys. There we go. Longer clip than probably necessary, but I think the point still stands.
Yeah.
He's been Fernando forever. I don't know what the gripe is. I think it's all good. This reminds me of remind me to circle back later to the greatest the best fan reaction of the weekend from Notre Dame fans. Is it fair to already put like is the Indiana hire the greatest of all time? Yeah, hiring is hiring Coach Cignetti already. He hasn't even gotten through year 2 yet. Is it already the greatest college football hire of all time?
It's incredible.
Like, don't get me wrong.
A horrendous college football program into the number 1 seed heading into the playoffs.
Overnight.
I'm not saying
They made the
he's
playoffs last year.
like I'm not gonna go out on the. I'm not gonna be walking around saying that he's a better coach than Nick Saban or anything. But I mean, when Nick Saban took over LSU or Alabama, like those programs had pulses, right? Indiana was the worst program in college football history 20 months ago. So like, and now he's only lost 2 games so far while being there, and they were both the teams that appeared in the national championship that year. He's got them at number 1 in the country right now. It looks like it's going to be unstoppable. I can't think of anything like this ever, and I don't know if it'll ever happen again. He's going to get.
Yeah,
like, we've got all these. We have all these coaches getting hired right now, and I've mentioned this before. Like he's going to get Matt. He's going to get Matt Campbell at Penn State fired in 3 years because he didn't win the national championship already.
Yeah,
and they're going to point to hey, Cignetti won at the worst program in the history of the sport. Like if he wins it this year, it's going to be Disney movie level. Yeah. Like they're going to make some Disney movie called Sig. And it's going to be a Pixar.
They're going to call it that.
It's going to be a Pixar movie called Rippin' Sigs, and it's going to star Paul Giamatti is playing Coach Cignetti, and
that's kind of perfect.
Because okay. Is it?
Uh,
I mean, am I putting my casting brain on here of who's going to play Coach Cignetti? I'd go, okay, Paul Giamatti, Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise,
Timothy Chalamet.
Denzel Washington.
Sure.
That'd be hilarious. They just want Denzel out there. It's animated though. It's just
Okay.
really surprising voice for it's Sebastian
boy.
Maniscalco. Just try to guess. Or I guess the really who's the girl from White Lotus? It's always the like they're trying to murder me or whatever girl. I don't know. She's got the most surprising voice for Coach Cignetti possible. That's a dumb joke. Now, I'm ready to put it in it's the greatest hire ever. Just from like, I don't know if it could be anywhere possible for this to go better for Indiana. He might already be a top 4 coach of all time. You're muted.
He might, yeah.
Like he might be there already. He hasn't passed like Saban or anyone yet. Like you have to win a national title to be on there. But
sure.
Like if we
just
ask,
in terms of like,
I mean, if you ask Saban though, like even gets it. Like, I mean, he didn't win a national title at Michigan State. I mean, like it's insane, and they've played difficult teams even too. It's not like they just ran here and I don't know. People probably would have put the fraud mark on them if they lost to Ohio State, but I don't. It's just there's no answers to it anymore. What's going on with Indiana is absolutely incredible. I think that in terms of storylines, I think you got to rock with rooting for Indiana, unless you're a Purdue fan. I don't know, or your team's in the playoffs. I don't know how you're not rooting for them.
I think the first shock was winning at Oregon. I think that was the first time where I was like, "Oh my!"
And again, too, like I said with this game, it was you kept like they would go down at times, sure, but it was if you were watching the game, you're like, I think one team is clearly better than the other, and it's not Oregon right now. And it's as the more this game goes on, it feels like if Team A gets the lead over Team B with unbiased eyes, Team A is not letting the lead go. So yeah, I 100% agree there, Zach. Now Indiana, I think is the most I don't know of the realistic champions or potential champions. Indiana is the most fun by far. However, the most fun just game result, like Jamie or Tulane winning after all this drama, would be absolutely incredible.
Awesome, just one of them.
And then I'm going to put Ole Miss winning the national championship. Would be
I didn't
hilarious.
even think about that.
Ole Miss winning. Does Lane get a ring? Is it like the NBA where if you play X amount of games, you still get a ring?
He gets a bonus, doesn't he?
They might send him
that LSU has to pay.
He does. Yeah, LSU has to pay him.
LSU has to pay it.
It could be one of those situations where it could be. Is it a situation where it's a prank ring? They just send him like a ring pop instead, just like to piss him off. I don't know. That would be hilarious as well.
Juice gets a ring.
Now I did see they posted a photo of Juice on a hunting trip. I don't know. I just I need like a written confirmation that Juice is his dog. Because it was such a crazy claim that it felt hard to make up. I'll be honest. I think I'm pretty confident that 99.9 to near 100% of the DMs are made up.
AI.
Some
AI
some
DMs.
of them are. Now, that's at least what I think. But the dog one is it wouldn't be crazy. That's all I'm saying. Would not be crazy. I'd also, I mean, this is a conversation from 2 weeks ago now, but a lot of the Pilates and hot yoga people of Oxford have been very vocal about Lane lately. And those are, unless they're just lying, those I have to believe some of them. I'll be honest.
It's a lot.
And he's not breaking the law, but I think we can all agree. I've never been to a hot yoga class, but stopping in the middle of it to do jumping jacks in the corner is probably a little weird. Like it's
not a great look. I don't see Zach doing that.
Zach,
depends on the teacher. I do hot yoga
on the regular. Like how often are you doing it?
When I'm at home, I try to do it about 3 times a week.
I stand corrected. Are you doing jumping jacks in the middle of the?
There's
Discussion.
one class where it's like you do.
Zach, all you got to say is no, man.
No, I don't think that.
Yeah, Zach, we're laying this up for you, man. This is just
No, there's
this,
some like
this is
there's
podcast
there's
101
some
right here.
yoga practices and some like classes where you
Mhm.
do like
Did you say
Cardio.
yoga practice?
I mean, they are practicing yoga. I don't know how else you would describe it.
guys. Yoga's a game changer. Just letting
Competition?
y'all know that yoga is a game changer.
Is yoga like?
Absolute game changer.
Do you pronounce yoga like? Or is it what?
Keep going.
Is yoga like karate, where there's doing karate and receiving karate? Like, can you receive yoga? Like, it's the action as well.
It's a mental and physical mind state.
Joey, I don't know if I know what yoga is. I don't think
physical mind state.
It's a game changer
That would
for
make
your body. I'm just
okay.
letting you know it is a game changer.
All right, almost football meetup at the local yoga studio.
Choose.
Hot
I'll see.
yoga
I'll choose. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Sharon, the teacher, she's phenomenal. Absolutely.
Sharon.
Okay.
Shout out
Sharon.
Sharon.
Shout
I'm
out
gonna look at the bracket. I'm gonna name teams, and you tell me if they can win the whole
Loss.
thing. Oh, or do you?
Loss.
Is that what you want to do?
Sharon. No.
I don't think we can Francesca
Lost.
the whole
Just
thing.
going Francesca.
Okay. Indiana,
Yes.
Ohio State,
Yes.
Yes.
Georgia,
Yes.
Yes.
Texas Tech.
Yes. 75% yes.
No.
75% chance they win the whole thing, Joey?
No, 75% chance
No.
they could win.
I don't think that. No.
I think they're better than people are giving them credit for.
I agree with you.
But at some point, this is like it's kind of how I view the NCAA tournament, where it's like, now that it's bigger than 4 teams, like, who do you trust to win 3 games in a row against really high level competition? Like, I think that if they play Oregon, I think they can beat them.
Right.
I don't know if they can beat Oregon and Indiana and Ohio State. I don't know if that's on the table, but I think they're a really good team. Like, I don't think they should just be thrown out of the mix, but I do think it's a tall task. I'll be totally honest.
I agree. That defense is really good, though.
Oregon.
No.
More than Texas Tech, but no.
Okay. Ole Miss.
No.
No.
Their path would be very difficult. Like, there is one side of the bracket I would really want to be on right now, and there's one side of the bracket that Ole Miss is on that I would not want to be on. A&M.
No.
Okay, I agree. Joey.
I don't
think Joey's roommates think A&M can win.
know.
I
I'll
think
just go with no. Sorry. I apologize.
You're good. Oklahoma.
No.
No.
Alabama.
No.
Out.
Oh, there he is.
No,
All right.
There he is.
No.
Alabama fan.
The answer is no.
They played Auburn to a touchdown and got dog
No, they haven't
walked.
played. I don't take that game. That game doesn't bother me as much. The Georgia, they just got exposed, and I thought I figured they could do something more so just to piss me and you off, Joey, that they'd win a national championship. But I don't think they can after Georgia.
I think
No.
if Alabama had Texas Tech jerseys, you wouldn't even consider it.
100%.
Right.
I agree with
Correct.
Okay, that's
Correct.
fair.
Like,
I like that.
this is a part of how I play college football too. Is like the best argument for Alabama is that to win even their game against Oklahoma is, well, they are Alabama.
They have crimson on their jersey.
You know,
It's
there is
disgusting.
that. And then who else we got here? Miami.
No.
No, and then
No.
Tulane and JMU. No.
Yeah,
So-
I think we'd be.
I think
the 3 of us would be surprised, or I would be surprised if it was anybody outside Georgia, Ohio State, Indiana.
And I agree with that as well. But if I were to pick, Oregon gets
Whoa.
Texas Tech, rematch with Indiana,
That's the sneaky
And
one
then-
right there.
and then all they have to do is play,
And
and then they got to beat
championship game.
Georgia or Ohio State. I do think sneaky Georgia isn't getting enough credit.
I was going to
for-
say all year it's been Ohio State, Indiana talk. Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia hasn't really been in the conversation.
But how much is that warranted?
Well, that's the thing, right? But it's still
Like,
Kirby
hey,
Smart.
yeah,
It's
like I
still
mean,
Georgia.
it is still Kirby. It is still Georgia. Gunnar Stockton also, by the way, he has just the face of like, it looks like the front of his head was like evolved to protect his like eyebrow sight line for football.
You remember when he got his head crunched? Who were they playing? It was last year in the playoff, wasn't it?
He went in
for a first down.
It was like,
end zone.
Was it? Didn't he come in? And it's like 5 plays in, he just gets lit up.
Yeah, literally.
Like we talk all about Cam Scatterby looking like a guy who's like he has CTE. Gunnar Stockton, sneaky guy. Maybe it's the headband. I don't know. Maybe that's what's doing it. But I don't know. That's a lot of college football playoff talk. There's bowl games too going on. People are opting out of the bowl games. I'll be honest. I defend the 5 and 7 teams opting out because they were under the impression their season was over. They've started the offseason. Notre Dame, you have no excuse. What is that cheap stuff? Let the guys play. And I understand they're like, oh, this is the standard. This is our thing or whatever. It's like, hey, let's not act like you're too good for the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Right?
Yeah.
That's an award to be there at the Pop-Tarts Bowl, to watch the strawberry Pop-Tart go into the toaster. I think that's kind of weird. Also, I'm pro just like I think about Tom Crean's speech he gave when teams were like St. John's opted out of the NIT 2 years ago, where he's like, this is, you can just never tell a kid no to having another chance to play. Like even I know some of these people that can't field teams or whatever right now, but I feel like Notre Dame could have fielded a team. I'll be honest. And I guess the AD said that the captains unanimously decided, and I understand that, but also if I was a senior on that team and I wasn't going to the NFL, I'd maybe have a gripe with the captains at the same time.
Might have a strongly worded letter.
They might go. I might go turn in my jersey to the desk of the coach. Say I'm not playing.
Oh, you're boycotting the boycott?
No, I was trying to. This joke. That's a scene in Rudy when they all turn in their jerseys so they don't have to play. It's whatever. He was offsides anyway. It's a fake movie.
He wasn't.
What is it? Joe Montana actually hates him.
Yeah.
It's whatever. They didn't put that part in the movie. Sean Astin's still a great actor, though. He shouldn't apologize for anything. Iowa is playing Vanderbilt as well. I'm excited to play Vanderbilt. I think it's a good challenge for this team. What I'd like to point out, though, is that if you haven't seen already, Clark Lee did an interview, and he just went full early onset Kirk Ferentz. Like he just religiously complimented their team, saying we've got a really great opponent this week coming up in Iowa. We're just really focused on our players. We're gonna have a celebration of our team this season. We're gonna really appreciate this bowl game. Like it was like watching Kirk Ferentz give every speech. And for the Iowa fans that listen to the show, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you can go watch the video of Clark Lee talking about this game. And for a guy who could be really angry, like remember when Kirby and Mike Norvell showed up to that press conference for their bowl game and just like sat and pounded and complained the whole time after believing they were going to be in the playoff and they were all upset when they didn't make it. Clark Lee could have done that, and he was very respectful. So I appreciate Vanderbilt in that. We have horrible history against Heisman runner-ups in bowl games, so I'm a little concerned about that. But outside of that, I don't know. I'm excited to play him. That was the take on the Reliable.
That's gonna be a really good game.
There you go.
I will say we have to historically too in these games. Our team just limps into them with horrible injury luck, and we lose by about 45, like instantly. So I'm excited to see us with what appears to be relatively good health. And say what you will about Iowa, we shouldn't have any opt-outs. Everyone's playing. All right.
Did you play Kentucky like 7 years in a row in the Music City Bowl?
Kentucky 2 years in a row.
It was the Music City Bowl, though, right? Twice.
I think one of them was the Citrus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we lost to Will Levis and his mayo eating self. We lost to them. And then we beat Kentucky on, I want to say we only had 5 first downs or something like that. And we scored
Sounds
on
about right.
like 2 pick sixes and a tight end Laporta touchdown, just dragging 8 guys into the end zone. I remember it was incredible. No, we play. You can count on the Iowa Bowl game. It feels like every year is either somewhere in Tampa or Orlando, probably playing some like the 4th or 5th team in the SEC. It's pretty much what you can count on every year. Joey, you being attacked by bugs?
Someone's vacuuming right now.
It's okay. You know what? Vacuuming at 9:20 is crazy.
Wow.
That's are you mowing the lawn too? Like that's a crazy move. Vacuuming at 9:20 is wild. Other things to go over just in the sports world.
Do you want a Ken Palm real quick? It's
Oh my
50
gosh,
minutes
give us a
into the
Ken
show.
Palm. Give us a Ken Palm, please.
68.
I think I've guessed Ole Miss like 8 times. I genuinely believe that that's Ole Miss though.
No.
Mississippi State.
That's not.
Come on, man. It's the Dayton Flyers.
Thank you, Joey.
Okay.
Joey, you can just interrupt us and do the Ken Palm minute, or you can interrupt me. Interrupt yourself and just force the Ken Palm minute.
Ken Palm, just spit it out.
Maybe the bracket is so exciting that we forget to do the Ken Palm. Yeah, give us another Ken Palm. Why not?
150.
Maryland's not even good enough to be 150. I'll be honest. Is it? Creighton's too good to be 150. Is it Grand Canyon?
No.
Yeah.
Drake Bulldogs.
No. It's Quinnipiac.
Not enough people talk about Quinnipiac these days.
Good hockey program.
Great hockey program.
Yes.
Yeah.
National championship.
College hoops is going on this weekend. I still think it's too early for the Saturday top 5 matchups. I'll say it. I know we have multiple TVs, but I think that those are main screen worthy. I don't think they should be worried about going head to head with the Big 12 championship.
That was sneaky. That was a sneaky good lineup on Saturday. Not even sneaky good. That was a damn good college basketball lineup on Saturday.
Yeah. Now, and the main story of all of it is going to be Iowa State just throttling Purdue early in the morning while everyone was watching Bear Bachmeier and Texas Tech and BYU in the Big 12 championship. So you have to wonder how much it really counts. You have to wonder when that comes up. But I'll be honest, it's not the performance I wanted to see before Iowa plays Iowa State.
Yeah, then maybe they got it out of their system.
I was hoping it was like maybe, hey, if there was going to be a letdown game, it could be now. So
There it is.
maybe there's that. But boy, I was really impressed by Purdue, and then they made Purdue just look horrible. So that's not good. I mean, right now, Joey, maybe the Ken Palm disagrees, but I feel like it's Michigan, Iowa State in terms of just what these eyes have seen, and then everyone else.
Arizona's really
Okay,
good.
Arizona.
Top 5, Ken Palm.
Okay.
Remember Arizona to UConn and beat UConn.
Well, it's weird, right? Arizona, like the first 10 days of the college basketball season was so impressive. I feel like they haven't played a game in a month.
They played Auburn.
They ran us out of the gym.
Yep,
Saturday night.
they played Auburn, and it was not very close.
What is top 5, Ken Palm?
Okay.
See, it's
Are we guessing, or you want me to tell you?
Guess
go
the
run down.
top 5 Ken Palm. Go ahead. Yeah.
Michigan, Iowa State, Gonzaga, Duke, and Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, makes
I like
sense.
it.
Yeah,
I like it. But so that's a little concerning going on there. I'm at some point, I'm going to say it. When do we sound the alarm on St. John's? When do you hit the panic button?
Ken Palm's not worried about him.
They're still at 16. That
They're at
schedule's
16.
loaded.
I mean, there's still time
They're-
to figure it out. But as the Patino podcast, do we sound the alarm?
Yeah, they're not
Okay.
they're not that good. They're not going to make a deep run. I think there's a better chance of them bowing out in the first round.
They missed their moment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the bid on right now. Watch out for the Long Island University Sharks.
Don't know where it came from, but I like it.
Okay.
The Shark Tank.
I will keep my eyes out for the Sharks.
Joey, Guess the Ken Palm. Of the
Reverse
line.
Ken Palm.
Yeah, I don't know it, so we're gonna revert. Just show me the Ken Palm for the Long Island University Sharks, because I've been seeing videos from their gym, which is called the Shark Tank. It's about the size of your secondary JV gym. You can just, I'm pretty sure you can just walk in and coach the team if you really wanted to. They win games.
I'm working on it, guys. I do not have the Control F function on this computer. So
How is that? What are you operating your computer with? How is that? At what point do I just look this up, Joey? I mean, this is just, if I'm borderline upset with this right now. And maybe I could have come prepared and had this ready, but I didn't either. It's 232. They're 5-4. Don't think about the record too much. I think they can win the NEC though.
hell yeah.
I think they're a solid program. Looking out for NIU.
Always watch out for Sharks. And also close your Ken Palm tab. You can't have it up. Oh, he's got a smug smile on. Once again.
It was asking me to pay for Ken Palm. Was the tab. But hey,
Close it.
how else was it? It's closed now.
Okay. I would have got there.
Yeah, but in 45 minutes, we can only cut so much from this. I would feel remiss if we didn't discuss what's now my favorite story of the football season. It's not Indiana. It's not my beloved Broncos being having the best record in the NFL right now, tied for or I guess outright number one AFC number one seed. The Indianapolis Colts suffered what felt like a tragedy this weekend by losing Daniel Jones. And then losing who's the Notre Dame quarterback from last year?
Riley Leonard.
Riley Leonard, losing him as well. Anthony Richardson, who you would have assumed was ready to go, is not ready to go right now. And frankly, that might have been a detriment anyway, if we're just being totally honest. So in a moment of desperation, the Indianapolis Colts are working out 44-year-old Phillip Rivers to save their season. And this stinks because I'm going to have to root against 44-year-old Phillip Rivers in the playoffs. And that's not a position I want to be in. Guys, would that not be the coolest?
Is this serious?
This is,
Yeah.
he's Adam Schefter deemed him as week to week. And does the Colts organization know that like new quarterbacks exist? Like they were doing Joe Flacco. They're going to Phillip Rivers now. I want it to work so bad. I won't even be mad if they win the Super Bowl with Phillip Rivers. I wouldn't be mad about it at all.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be the coolest thing that's ever happened.
It'd be great.
I saw that his oldest daughter, or his he has a kid that is older than their center. He was born in 2002. And that's, I believe, do you guys remember when Phillip Rivers put up the stat of they had the stat comparison? They said he had 11 kids compared to, I can't remember who it was, 0 kids. But it was just a great moment too today of like, remember every crazy Phillip Rivers moment ever? Like when he punched a bird out of the sky, when he it was like 98-yard touchdown drive.
Are you flipping kidding me?
He's just the best. And frankly, what's stopping them now too from what if Phillip Rivers backed up by Joe Flacco wins the Super Bowl? What's stopping them?
Wow.
I am going to be
both on the field.
I am going to be a little upset if Phillip Rivers just goes out, like literally gets put in the hospital in 4 days.
Oh, he might.
Gosh,
he's too crazy for that.
I think even Tom Brady would admit, right now, like being in the booth, that if he took a serious sack from Myles Garrett, it's going to be hard to move for another week.
He's an expert at the self sack.
No, that was Eli Manning.
I know, but Phillip Rivers does them too.
A lot. Eli Manning would, unless the ball was thrown out that last season, within like 2 seconds, he was just
gets going down,
dropping like to the ground. And then lastly, World Cup. We have another bracket, or we have pools. We have bracket pools for the World Cup.
Ugh.
And dare I say it, Team USA, are we going to win the whole thing? I think we might.
Soccer
group-
expert Zach.
We got a good draw. We got a
Mhm.
good draw. Got a good draw.
Just got to make it through the
That's-
first
Got
round.
to make it happen.
That's why we pay him the big bucks.
That's
right there.
World Cup takes right there.
That is why we brought him in to do this.
No, they've been playing great soccer lately. I know it's being formed, but yeah.
Teams to watch out for, Zach. Who are
your
they?
usual suspects: Germany,
USA.
France, Argentina, Team USA,
I
Belgium.
did see some people are complaining that there's no group of death this year. That all the groups are just
they
pretty
expanded
obvious.
it. Yeah,
Oh, we're expanding everything now.
expand the playoffs. Did Gruden solve this playoff as well?
Not yet.
I do. Now it's almost. It's way worse now if we don't make it out of our group. I'll be honest.
It'd be tough. It'd be tough.
We got Paraguay, Australia, and then another qualifier coming in from Europe is who's in our group. We're never going to hear the end of it from Paraguay if we lose.
We beat them a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Oh, already got him under the belt.
Yeah,
All
got
right.
them under
Hey,
the belt.
hard to beat a team twice though.
Hard to beat it twice. You know.
I guess in
Get
this
that
case,
game
do we
tape out.
have to play
we
them
tie 'em?
twice?
We can tie them.
tie 'em.
Yeah, we can tie them.
Okay. Do we have? Are there is there a sleeper team potentially, Zach, that you're counting on here?
Norway.
Okay.
Norway. Okay.
I'll be dead serious. Norway.
I believe you. No one is that's
Not questioning you.
who's what's his name is on Norway? Is he not?
Yeah, a guy from Man City.
And I totally know his name, but
is obviously. Oh,
who
he's
am I
the
thinking
blonde
of?
guy, right?
Yeah, the blonde
Yeah,
dude.
the blonde. Yeah.
Who's
They
what
are
is
all
his-
blonde.
What's his name, Zach?
I don't
Holland?
Holland. Yes.
Holland. Thank you. No, Holland's in the Netherlands.
No, that's his
No,
name.
Joey's
isn't
right.
it?
Yeah. It's like
I'm joking around.
HALLAND. Yeah.
It's a joke, guys.
Swing and a miss.
See, remember that alley pass we were talking about, Joey? I threw the alley
Kobe
pass and
Shaq.
it just went into the rafters.
Yes.
Just kept going.
Missed that one.
That
My ACL gave out.
we don't have any voicemails.
Achilles.
I forgot to tell. I keep forgetting to tell people to call in and leave a voicemail.
Please call.
We didn't get any. Please call.
Please.
Hey, listener,
Please.
please call. I think of that. What's that like? Jeb Bush
Cooper?
speech. Do you remember where he was like, "Please clap, please." Hey, please call, please. I don't know. Hey, Cooper the dog, if you can call in, or Nala the dog, please call in. We haven't talked about dogs in a long time on this show. I'm so distracted by all the football going on. But yeah, that's all we got. Unless you want to give us more Ken Palms, Joey, or trivia.
I got some trivia for you.
Okay.
Zach, can you tell me which school has the most losses in FBS history?
Well, it changed.
Indiana.
Oh, it changed?
It changed this year. It was Indiana until like
Right.
week 4.
It's not Indiana.
And
know who it
now it's
UMass.
No.
Purdue.
No.
No. Northwestern.
Yes.
Okay.
Northwestern.
Not a great look for the Big Ten there, but that's okay.
Did you name all Big Ten schools?
Not a great. It's okay.
Yikes.
Hey, I was just thinking about teams that Iowa has historically beaten. Maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
No, we actually have a horrible history of both those teams. They're just tormenting us, but it's okay. Do you think anyone was? What's like the worst? What's the team with the worst record that was genuinely surprised that they're like? Was there a guy out there who's like a Louisville fan that was like, "What? We missed the playoffs.
We didn't make it.
Are you kidding me?" I saw like some Duke
Every
fans,
SEC fan.
I think a lot of Duke fans believe.
Yeah, it was
that
probably
they were
Duke.
gone.
Yeah.
Which I still. It would have been hilarious.
No.
It would have been really fun. But I digress. Joey, again.
Grant, who's the only player in NCAA history with 2 1,000-yard rushing seasons and a 1,000-yard receiving season? There's only one guy to do it.
Okay, hold on. 2,000-yard rushing seasons.
Correct.
1 1,000-yard receiving season.
Yep.
It feels like something McCaffrey would be able to do. 1,000's a ton, though.
Is that it?
You got it,
Okay.
Christian.
Really? He did.
Yeah.
What year was
now
it?
There's sirens.
Joey, it's okay. People are aware that you
Oh,
live
my
in
goodness.
an apartment. That one's loud too.
Yeah, it's
I
right
know,
by my
there is-
house.
There is no walls. You have no walls. You were right.
You
I
can
told
go-
you this door goes outside. Guys,
Joey.
just come into my
In
house.
case anyone's for the
Someone was vacuuming. Maybe
for the podcast listeners, Joey lives under a overpass now. He is,
I have a troll.
Joey is moved out of the house.
I do
He
riddles.
lives under an overpass.
I give trivia.
Yeah, you do riddles.
Yeah.
I guess you do that as well. You can go back and find like the old in the kitchen
Sorry.
tapes at when I was living in Iowa had some serious
Yeah,
fire engines
Car
going
alarms.
by. Yeah. No,
Car
that
alarms.
yeah, that was my old car. I couldn't lock my old car for like 2 years because there was some weird thing in the wiring where I'm not a car guy. Maybe a car guy's listening to this, but if I locked it, it started a timer for basically like the car alarm will start going off eventually. So like for just 2 years, I couldn't have anything valuable in my car because it was just always unlocked. I have a different car now, but
That's
that
funny.
was just my case.
I think one of your friends was messing with you or something. Like switched a fuse.
I don't know. I left it in the cold and came back, and I remember taking it to the shop and like, hey, the car alarm just has a mind of its own. It just goes off. And he was like, yeah, it's probably going to be expensive to fix that. And I was like, you're probably right. So I just never did. I was like, all right, fair enough. Hey, at least he was honest with me. But Joey, don't worry about the fire alarms. It's okay.
I hope everyone's okay.
It's a good thing you upgraded your mic so we could hear the.
Got my cord. Yeah.
There's the old Iowa City tapes. There's some serious fire alarms going on there. Zach, do you have a local form of transportation you want to announce as your podcast backdrop?
Maybe a
No,
helicopter.
I'm good. I mean, you can, like not far from the interstate, you can hear a truck drive by every once in a while. That's all I got.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys saw this too, but there's I don't know what town in Ohio it was. You can just buy a firehouse, abandoned firehouse to live in for like $100,000 right now. Do you guys think
New
what
stew?
I'm thinking? New stew?
I like it.
New stew?
Ghostbusters style?
Oh,
Just go abandoned firehouse. I'm in. I thought seems like
that's great.
like, hey, we're not busting ghosts, but we're doing a
Chopping it up with the boys.
super average podcast experience
For dogs.
brought to you reluctantly by FanDuel. I also think I'll be totally honest. So we have another sponsors too. I think we missed out on some other sponsorships. I think we've had other sponsors this whole time, and I assumed it was only FanDuel. Like I think for the Iowa listeners, I think this show is technically also brought to you by Gray's Gourmet to Go, but I don't know if it is or not. But I think it might technically be. And we just we left just all the money on.
Let's figure this out.
I think it technically might be. Or if you want to sponsor the show, you can call the number.
That's definitely the best way to get in touch.
You can leave a voicemail and we'll negotiate it live on air. Just as everyone wanted. The voicemail, we should actually let people know what the voicemail is.
Grant, didn't a voicemail get you a job? With the walk-ons? No, that was an email.
No, it was an email.
That was an email.
Which frankly was probably a little crazy that they just and that Tyler
Evaluated on air, right?
He did a Zoom with me right after. That was what was funny was I sent him the email, got no response, but then he posted an episode that was like new intern ? And I was like, oh, this could only be one thing. And then he like reads the email, like name omitted. And you guys don't know him, but like I know one of the other co-hosts, Drake Kulik, so much better now. But he was very kind about that at the time. But I feel like looking back, he could have just totally ripped me. And frankly, he probably had every right to. But I distinctly remember being at like the cable pull downs in the Iowa Rec Center and just like seeing that pop up on Instagram and my heart just like sinking in my stomach. Cause like this is, you think about the, like at that time, you know, you apply to a lot of jobs because you're like, what's the worst that could happen? They're just going to say no. Right. And it's like, what's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to not respond and post a podcast episode of making fun of you the whole time. But no,
But look at you now.
It obviously worked out. Like I remember too being, I went to like a poker game that night, and my friends were like, Grant, like what's going on? Like unplug and hang out. I was like, guys, I don't think you understand what's like. I sent an email asking for an unpaid job, and I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm pretty sure that someone just made a video just roasting me on the internet, an Iowa football podcast just clowning me on the internet right now. But if you want anything, honestly, or you just got a question, concerns, reviews, whatever it may be, call the phone number on the screen.
We'll go over your resume. We can evaluate it. Yeah. Verbal.
I mean, I'll be like, it was basically like I talked football with Joey Bush and Jack Housand a couple times. Made failing website with no sponsors. It's okay. That's our show. We can end this thing anyway. We've done enough story time here. We will see you next time.